And right over there is a fence, and that's a seagull, and there's a cow, and a chicken, and that's Paul. He's getting a divorce. Yay!
Time to sit down over the holiday meal. It's everyone's favorite part. Unless, of course, you are the meal.
Thanksgiving. Who gives a shit?
The greatest turkey movie of all time. Well, you ain't wrong. It's not The Burrito Place or the greatest breakup song ever written. It's the movie FREEBIRDS from 2013. A CG kids movie about two turkeys going back in time to stop the first Thanksgiving, starring Owen Wilson and Woody Harrelson. It sounds like a fun premise, but apparently this was somewhat controversial upon release. Journalists have labeled this kids film as an anti-Thanksgiving, vegan/vegetarian propaganda film. Yeah. Really, settle in because this movie and its drama is a long story. Cue the intro, it's juice and jam time. Now, I wasn't expecting much from this movie. Graphically, the turkeys look standard, the humans aren't up to snuff, while the dogs, are made from moldy dryer lint. Like, even John Wick wouldn't avenge these dogs. The movie is also one to blatantly recycle models. Many characters are obvious echo fighters of one another, and look, you got this emo kid here, but later on, look at that, Julie Vickerman's boyfriend shows up yet again.
Shut up, Fatty.
It looked cheap, though upon actually watching this, I was ready to call FREEBIRDS a hidden gem. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes early on that really landed for me. Much can be strangely morbid or just flat out surreal. It's got a great setup. I like these characters. Owen, Lightning McQueen, Make a Child Scream, Wilson plays Reggie, the president's pardoned turkey. He's having fun living in his own room at the White House. That is until this buff time traveler, Jake, played by
The Zodiac Killer.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Manscaped. That's right, Manscaped. Refining the gentleman. It's for shaving, but not for your smug weasel face. No, it's for your... That's right, your... If you're gonna shave, you might as well shave with this. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code TAXI20 at manscaped.com. I sometimes cut myself shaving due to my severe incompetence, but the Lawnmower 2.0 has skin-safe technology to save me from myself. No nicks or snags guaranteed. This is for anywhere from your neck to your bottom region. The balls. But not the face, it's not for the face. It's USB rechargeable, it's waterproof. Shower with this thing, it's fine. It's even TSA friendly. TSA ain't gonna frisk your balls for taking this with you, and if they did, they'll feel how well groomed you are. You also get performance briefs to prevent chafing, and this stuff, some toner and ball deodorant. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code TAXI20 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you, and so will I. Support me by supporting them. Manscaped. That is until this buff time traveler, Jake, played by Woody Harrelson, kidnaps him so they can stop the first Thanksgiving. These two are a great contrast together.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
It really impressed me. I was excited to recommend this to you all, but once the second act kicked in, where they travel back in time to stop the first Thanksgiving, FREEBIRDS really loses steam. There's not as many jokes, or at least ones that were as weird or funny. The comedy duos separate for a good part of it, and we have this typical romantic subplot. FREEBIRDS from then on checks off every story cliche. Like, you know how a movie always has that one great quote that gets repeated by the film and sometimes its audience? You know, like, with great powder comes me snorting coke off a DeLorean's dashboard. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Well, for FREEBIRDS, it's never give up.
I can't give up.
Is that you must never give up.
You must never give up, no matter What?
I guess that works. You could have done something like, I ain't a chicken, I'm a turkey. It's not good either, but it would have been more original.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
Oh, snap.
There's also a major incident halfway through where there's kind of this abrupt tone shift to be more serious. It felt out of place while also felt like they were really trying to make something more out of this silly movie. It doesn't quite mesh well, but I'm glad they tried. Of course, it's not a true animated movie without some funny characters explaining their tragic backstory. This one's a lot more, I guess, realistic, involving turkeys escaping a factory farm. Huh. It was a lot more effective than I was expecting, like, damn. I'm still gonna chow down on chicken wings till I get burning diarrhea the next morning, but yeah, you know. Sucks, man. For more information about factory farming in America, please consult your local Matrix parody. Links below.
Count me in. So how do we stop a Morpheus?
It's because of themes such as these is why FREEBIRDS got into a bit of controversy upon release for some reason. Like, we got a billion environmental kids movies, how is this any different? There's journalists calling FREEBIRDS vegan propaganda for kids, or anti-ThanksGiving, anti-tradition. I guess you could also blame the cast for containing known vegans such as Woody Harrelson and George Takei. Plus, voice actor Carlos Alazraqui admitted he was thinking of returning to veganism after working on this movie. Meanwhile, the director Jimmy Hayward denies any message stating,
So tell me, why do you hate Thanksgiving?
I don't hate Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. This movie's not anti-Thanksgiving. It's actually the opposite. The message is that Thanksgiving is a great time to be together with the people that you love and that love you, and to stop doing what you're doing and be part of a flock.
Which I believe. He's making a movie about turkeys with time travel. How do you expect this to go down? It's a fun idea. But the worst article I could find about FREEBIRDS was posted on the Slate.com, an article called "There is no way I am taking my children to FREEBIRDS this weekend," and it reads as followed. There's another darker part of me that can only think of how much I do not want Thanksgiving to culminate in my children's realization that I am serving them the hero of the movie they just watched. Nor do I want Thanksgiving dinner to be a litany of tears as my children watch their parents slice up lovable Reggie, voiced by Owen Wilson, with an electronic carving knife, place his flesh upon a platter and devour it with gravy and stuffing.
Oh, you can put a little butter in here too.
I fear it is literally about two turkeys trying to avoid a future turkey holocaust at the hands of humans. I fear my older daughter is likely to steal that turkey and throw it into the woods.
Fly like the wind!
And her sister will sit bravely at the table, and tears streaming down her face as she forces herself to eat a single bite of poor Reggie. I'll be forced to face my own hypocrisy, which is no one's idea of a fun Thanksgiving. It's already tough enough to explain why we watch enormous men give each other concussions on TV. It's remarkable that FREEBIRDS ever got made at all. Admirable in its way. Let's say someone pitched an animated children's movie released during the Christmas season, which was all about the impoverished sweatshop workers who made those toys Santa delivered on Christmas Eve. Two lovable sweatshop employees travel back in time to upend the Industrial Revolution in hopes that future Christmases might feature only handcrafted artisanal gifts. Yet here is FREEBIRDS flapping into theaters to suggest that your Thanksgiving centerpiece might have once been Woody Harrelson. Now FREEBIRDS, a film that certainly wants your money, may well finesse the issue in some clever or canny way. But I am out. Forget it. Don't blow up our Thanksgiving. It's complicated enough as it is. End of article. What the fuck did I just read? You fucking idiot. Oh my god, are you smoking crack? Do you have crack on you, sir? Please, hook me up with some of that crack.
Dusty?
Justy, he's your son.
Correct. Justy, you go find another one of your magical pine cones.
Meow, meow, meow.
Honestly, I thought if there was going to be any sort of controversy, it'd be all the turkeys from the past being represented as Native Americans. Interesting choice there for a Thanksgiving movie. I assumed there were no human natives in this movie at all, but they randomly pop up near the end.
Those are some angry birds.
Oh yeah. 2013, am I right? We'll be back after these messages. Stay tuned for more info about FREEBIRDS' troubling production and its Chuck E. Cheese branding after this.
Your friends at TV24 wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
On November 1st, don't wing it.
FREEBIRDS was the first film produced by Real FX, who later gave us Book of Life. Before that, FX mostly animated for other studios with films nobody liked. They've also done work on theme park attractions such as the Simpsons ride in Universal Studios. FREEBIRDS was their first attempt at their own movie. Early development names changed from Time Turkeys to Turkeys until settling on FREEBIRDS. Ash Brannon, the co-director of Toy Story 2 and Surf's Up, was signed on to direct, but he dropped out and Jimmy Hayward took his place as director and writer. He's mostly a Pixar animator who doesn't have as much directing experience, which could explain the wonky tone of the film. All he's really directed before was Horton Hears the Who and DC's Jonah Hex, a movie that opened up the same day as Toy Story 3 by Pixar, where he used to work. Sucks, man. Also weird, Kevin Smith's producer friend Scott Mosier was a writer for this film. Okay. Still not as weird as knowing John Kay did some concept sketches early on. Yeah, the John Kay, the man behind Ren and Stimpy, aka the man who should be behind bars. I'm guessing Real FX didn't use his design since they actually wanted to get the movie out on time. It does look a lot more interesting than the final product. FREEBIRDS could have done something far more stylized with squash and stretch like Hotel Transylvania. After all, Real FX has made a few animated shorts with the Looney Tunes. It definitely was up their alley.
Give him a hit in the head.
But maybe Real FX just didn't have the budget or time to go that stylized. Again, it's their first movie, and they actually lost a whole year of development time. Well, not quite. Director Jimmy Hayward claimed production would be finished by summer 2013 anyway, yet they planned to release FREEBIRDS November 2014. They would have released it the previous November, but another animated movie was going to open at that time, the Peabody and Sherman movie. It was set for November 2013 until marketing felt it could have done much better had they delayed it for March. That opened up the schedule for November 2013, so FREEBIRDS went for it.
Move, bitch!
We had to seize the opportunity because the release schedule is so tight. That real estate is so valuable. We had to sit down with our top guys and ask, can we do this? Can we get this thing done? It was no easy feat, but I think if you could keep calm and focus, you can get great results out of that kind of pressure.
That quote I took from this article did mention they already planned on finishing the movie in the summer anyway, although their hesitation on if they could actually do it or not has me questioning that claim. I really hope no crunching had to be done, and I haven't found any mention of that, so that's good. Still, the extra year could have been really helpful to refine the story. But regardless of what happened, business-wise, the empty time slot must have been a huge help. FREEBIRDS managed to earn double the budget. It's kind of impressive given half the earnings were from outside of America, and Thanksgiving is an American-only holiday, as far as I know. Maybe they celebrate Thanksgiving in India, like, hey, glad Columbus never made it here. Ooh, am I right, fellas? Thanksgiving being an American holiday is why you don't see too many specials based around this season. Plus, can you really compete with the Married with Children special? I wonder what other countries think about our pardon turkey tradition. Let me explain that to you non-Americans. Basically, every year, for some reason, I don't know why, the president will honor some random turkey and reward them with not getting eaten. Wow, such an honor. That's one way to get survivor's guilt. We've done this since JFK, apparently. Well, Lincoln did it, but for a Christmas turkey, according to PBS. It's the animal equivalent of, hey, I don't condone turkey genocide. I got a turkey friend.
Turkey, sir.
That is very weird, Agent.
Copy that. How do we address it, sir?
With cranberry sauce. Funny, right?
Now, it's not really a spoiler to say that turkeys are successful at preventing the first Thanksgiving. The big conflict of the movie has the human village starving and they gotta eat something. Using the power of time travel, Reggie feeds the starving village, get this, Chuck E. Cheese brand pizza. But wait, Pizza has pepperoni, which is a type of meat. Cheese pizza, that's it. No pepperoni. No one wants your cheese pizza, Hillary. How about I just eat a burger without a patty on it? That's called a sandwich, stupid. You think I want that crap? Yes, I do, but that's different than a pizza with no toppings.
Well, this is way outside my free delivery zone.
Chuck E. Cheese doesn't even do delivery. This movie about time-traveling turkeys suddenly makes no sense anymore. Great. I can't suspend my disbelief that hard. So now, in this continuity, pizza is a Thanksgiving tradition. Well, that's one less genocide taking place during Thanksgiving.
Now let me see you
FREEBIRDS. Now, with a movie titled FREEBIRDS, you're expecting them to play the actual song FREEBIRDS by Leonard Skinner. But at what point do they play it? In the opening credits? No. During the sacrificial ritual? No. In the climax? No. But here we are at the end credits. This is where they gotta play the song FREEBIRDS by Leonard Skinner, right? The very song this movie shares the name of, right? Right? Up around the bend, covered by social distortion? Where's Lenny Skinny? No, this song is not in the movie. What a waste. What was the point of even watching this?
That's a foul!
Dwight, don't get personal.
FREEBIRDS is an average movie. It had some good ideas that don't mesh well in tone. If the movie kept up the momentum of the first 20 minutes, I would have called this a real hidden gem. But instead, we're left with an average film that was controversial for no reason. I'll place this in my personal category of not good movies, but you can tell they were trying, and maybe these crew members will go on to make something better next time. Yet, if FREEBIRDS is so average, why did I even make a video on it? Because I wanted to be the first to review it this year, god damn it. So fuck all of you. I was first to review it in 2019 for Thanksgiving. Suck my fucking cock and Merry Christmas, because I don't give a shit about Thanksgiving at all.
Don't you want a rematch?
Right now at Chuck E. Cheese's, every kid can get one of my new rockin' wristbands featuring me, my guitar, and Jake or Reggie from the movie FREEBIRDS. You can collect all four.
Do we even have wrists? How do we wear them?
Get your wrists up! With your parents' permission, visit chuckecheese.com for an exclusive preview of FREEBIRDS. Can't be a kid. In theaters November 1st, rated PG.
He's got spiderweb rays coming out of his hands. He can cling to tall buildings, and he's looking for Octopus, the Green Goblin.